brothers and sisters, and welcome back to Jam, aka Just a Messenger Ministry. There's so many things that there's just like different, how do I put this? Different things that like say like, oh, to be comfortable in front of the camera and stuff like that. So that was my chair. So in order to be comfortable in front of the camera, what's really weird about me and my family is that our deepest conversations, for some reason, have been in the bathroom. So I actually feel more comfortable in the bathroom. So here I am. Here is my bathroom. That's my shower curtain. I have not moved anything. I'm pretty sure I have enough stuff in here to not echo. So if I don't, I'm sorry. Bear with me, and I guess I'll add some stuff. Actually, I have something that I'm going to add. I have this anchor thing that I'm going to paint, but actually Hebrews, I think it's 6:19 on it. But anyways, have not added that. Maybe when I do, I'll let you know. I'll show it to you. But I'm in my bathroom, so here we go. Anyways, so I hope you've had a wonderful week. We are going to dive into the heavy topic again of PTSD and Cptsd. So before you do, I was just going to encourage you to subscribe, hit the bell, like the video so you can find it when you need it most, like always. So let's get started. We're going to pick up kind of actually where we left off. So we're starting in Genesis 42:7. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. Hold on. So Joseph is disguising himself and can't help the way his brain is reacting. And the writer is made sure to take a note of it. So the first time he has seen them in years, I think we have to wonder, number one, is he triggered in wanting to check here if they have changed at all? And I mean, they threw him in a well and sold him into slavery. Then number two, we have to think, is he speaking roughly? When we see here a triggered emotional response, his emotions have overcome him. He's being forced to face the events of being sold by his brothers all over again and caught off guard with the entire thing. This wasn't a planned event by them. By God, yes, but by them, no. So here in the flesh, just raw emotions, severe anxiety can cause someone to react harshly, So verse 8, and Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. There you have it. It's been so long that they can't even recognize their own brother. And we have to think here, perhaps, Joseph is protecting himself and his family and his people. He is a husband, a father, and a great ruler. He is more at stake than just himself, and rightfully so. The last time he saw them, what had happened? He doesn't know if they have changed as people. Verse 9, and Joseph remembered the dreams, which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies. To see the nakedness of the land, ye are come. Okay? So he starts to remember the dreams previously. And then, in the very same verse, he shifts. Just like that. And accuses them of being spies, which he holds power in Egypt. He is second under Pharaoh. Accusing them of treason, a very serious crime, with the high authority, not a good combination for his brothers in this case. And they know that. Again, we see in Joseph inexplicable or unpredictable changes in mood, swaying from one to the other, which is common. Verse 10, and they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. Notice here that his brothers don't just outright flat say, no, we're not here to do that, but with respect saying, my lord, and showing that we are here to serve you, showing that the dream is coming to pass. They're just hungry and had a long journey and want to get rations for their families back home in Canaan. Verse 11. We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. Uh-oh. Now, under different circumstances, this plead with another would have been great and honorable, very humble, in fact. However, this is Joseph, and Joseph remembers life with his brothers, and he remembers their lying to their father and treating him poorly and plotting to lie to their father about his death. So true men is not the words that would help to at all alleviate the situation here. However, they couldn't know that because they don't know whom they're talking to either. So verse 12, and he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. So Joseph is back to that automatic response. His amygdala, the fear center, is engorged. He's on guard. In his mind, he just heard a lie. His insula, his inception center of the brain, is becoming dysregulated. His hippocampus, the memory center of the brain, is going, wait a minute, that's not right, sending out an alarm. His prefrontal cortex, the thinking center of the brain, is becoming less active at this moment because when we're triggered, at that moment, it becomes less and we go more on instinct. And his cingulate cortex, the self-regulating part of the brain, is diminishing. All of this is happening in a matter of milliseconds. His automatic response to what he remembers them doing to him, what he experienced, all coming back in a rush, says, nope, not happening today. So you have to wonder, what are his brothers thinking? Joseph is in the middle of this. Verse 13, and they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with her father, and one is not. His brothers still are pleading, watching all of this unfold, thinking that they're saying the right things, hoping that one of their acts of humility will help them, and even coming clean, saying, we have other brothers, one with our father, and then letting Joseph know that they think he is dead. Like, they think he's gone. They think he has passed. They don't even know that he is alive. Verse 14, and Joseph said unto them, That is it, that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Joseph still triggered. His brain is rapid firing in all directions, possibly doesn't even fully hear them. They have tried to be honest with him. However, in this moment, he can't hear them and make an accurate decision. He can't, he can't hear exactly what they're saying. He cuts them off, blatantly accuses them of being spies. Treason. Verse 15, Hereby ye shall be proved by the life of Pharaoh, ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. No, he is keeping them in a foreign land, stood accused of treason until the youngest brother comes forth. However, we covered in the last video exactly how Jacob feels about Benjamin going and his fears about that. Verse 16, Send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are all spies. So Joseph is calling it out. I don't think you're honest men, and you need to prove it. This is common to see a trust issue, or for lack of better words, such a heavy scene play out right here. It is a huge trigger, a huge thing to witness and recall. However, I do believe that it is so important that we all know that God had it all recorded for us. And in the beginning today, we have seen nervousness, we've seen anxiety, we've seen agitation, we've seen mood swings, we've gone over the amygdala or the fear center, we've seen the prefrontal cortex or the thinking center, we've also gone over the cingulate or the self-regulation center, the insula or the inception center, and even the hippocampus or the memory center. I said, actually, one thing I want to take note of is throughout the reading that there isn't a bunch of side note about multiple people's opinions. How you react in PTSD and Cptsd looks for you is just that. It has a gist, but there isn't one way. I may react very differently to one thing than you, just as you may react differently to other things than I. Remember to be kind to yourselves, especially after learning about PTSD or Cptsd, because it's a lot and it can hurt. Growth sometimes hurts. A lot of times, actually, a lot of times it hurts. So I'll see you next time. And remember, God is good all the time.